Welcome to 90 Terabytes of Alternative Gaming with your hosts, Taylor
and Q.
Nuclear launch detected.
90 Terabytes of Alternative Gaming does not represent the views of WWSP, 90 FM, or the University of Wisconsin school system. The views expressed and the information given in this broadcast can be used at the sole risk of the listener.
Listening to this broadcast is guaranteed to increase your wisdom by 5 points.
The Enrichment Center is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
Hey, listen!
Hello and welcome to 90 Terabytes of Alternative Gaming on this fine week. This is your first host, Taylor Christian, here alongside my co-host,
Q.
And our guest for the week, Patrick Doss.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
That's Patrick.
This is
Yes.
echo in the headphones.
Ooh, whoa.
Might have to fix that.
All right, yes, video game talk show is what we are. Video game talk / news
We do
show.
a really good job.
We do an awesome job. Best job on the radio, one might say.
Yeah.
You know, we literally guaranteed
we only
second
have
best.
one other. There's no other competition. So we're second best. We are second. We have the silver medal.
We don't know that. We could have gold. I've never heard them. I bet they're
That's
not that
true.
good. Yeah.
That's true. They're in Phoenix or Tucson?
Yeah.
Come on.
Who lives in Tucson?
Come on. What, they only have like 1 million people there they can get to? Just in the airwaves? This is nothing. That's nothing.
There's probably no one that
We got the whole
listens.
state of Wisconsin.
I mean, why do you think we haven't heard of the show? Exactly.
I don't even know the name. I don't even know what radio station they're on. This is WWSP Stevens Point. Yeah, we know what we're on.
Yes, we know exactly who we're on. Yes. Anywho, disclaimer time. We do not represent anybody else's views.
Yes,
at
our
all.
views do not represent WWSP Stevens Point, the radio station you're currently listening to. They don't represent the UW Board of Regents, the UW Stevens Point, the state of Wisconsin, or anything of any importance in the entire universe. We don't represent the sun, Omicron Persei
Massive
8.
incandescent gas.
I mean, literally, yeah. We don't represent anybody. This is really weird headphones.
Yeah, they're very strange. They're very tight right now. Anywho, yes. Do we want to get started?
Yeah.
What do we want to start with?
Cool. We have many stories we can start with.
Do you just want to start with the Minecraft thing?
We should start with Dota.
Dota? Yeah, that's a good call. I think we ended
to those
on that.
out there in the world, Dota is a game called Defense of the Ancients. It started as a mod to Warcraft 3.
Was it Warcraft 3?
And then
Are you sure? Because
it
it was Warcraft
Starcraft-
3.
Starcraft
It got
Warcraft.
played on StarCraft, but it was, I think, just basically a later mod.
And the brand new version of that game is coming out eventually here very soon. And they decided to unveil it with a $2 million fund tournament.
1 million.
The winning team gets 1 million. The second team gets 500. Third team gets 250.
Oh,
I was just on their website.
I did not know that.
It's outrageous.
Wow, that is absolutely insane.
Yeah, they gave away more money than we were expecting. And basically, what you do is you play as one hero type character, and you have to beat the other side playing on a team of 5.
Yep.
I believe 5 or 6. I think 5 is Dota 2. I'm not sure if other ones are different because League of Legends is another Dota game that was created, and that one's free for out there in the listening world. League of Legends is a free-to-play.
A very popular free-to-play
yes.
game as well.
You will run into a lot of little kids playing it because it is free-to-play. And
That's every game ever, though. I mean, if you've ever played Halo for more than 3 seconds, you've run into at least 2 6-year-olds who just wipe the floor with you.
Yeah, and then say that they're doing stuff to your mom. Well, they're doing it.
I saw a pie chart of that the other day, actually, yeah.
But yeah, that's how it works. And Dota 2 coming out huge and strong. The tournament, the first day of the tournament was today, and the players, it was very fun for a lot of people to watch, minus the amount of pausing that took place.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
I watched part of one.
Okay, I think you're the only one watcher. You said you didn't watch it, right, Pat?
No,
yeah. I heard a lot of sound errors, too. Like, the microphone system I heard was just
Noticeable
not
lag.
very good. Yeah.
Lag. But that makes sense. The game's not out yet. It's
Yeah.
not even in beta, and they're playing it for $2 million fund dollars. That's huge.
That is insane.
It's absolutely huge.
Also, I mean, I don't think... that's such a weird way to put out a tournament, too.
It's
Like,
Valve for you.
I guess, yeah, but it's just like the tournament, instead of being really good at this game, is how quick can you figure it out, really?
There are 3 teams that are undefeated and 4 teams that are defeated completely. 0 and 3.
Jeez.
There are 3 teams that are 3-0 and 4 teams that are 0-3. So
That's brutal.
yeah.
I would be one of those teams, though.
Oh yeah, there's no way. Some of they handpicked all 16 of these teams.
I know.
They were
US didn't
completely
even get into it.
handpicked. They didn't pick the United States at all. Canada wasn't involved. I don't believe there was actually any teams from the Western Hemisphere whatsoever. Besides,
We're just a black hole of gaming.
yeah.
What are they like?
I don't think
5-person
France and Spain
teams?
were involved either.
Are they like 5-person teams?
Yeah, 5-person teams.
Yeah.
Europe, it listed Europe as a conglomerate of countries, unless your country was specific to one. Your team was specific to one. And each team is actually represented by major companies, Razer and etc. All of these teams are fairly large. Obviously, you've got the, let's see where they are. Nirvana. Nirvana's a very big team.
I don't think I'd actually heard of them, but yes, that.
They play in lots and lots of games. They're one of those big
What other games are
clans.
they in?
I don't remember anymore.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But anyway, moving on. They do Call of Duty and all that other stuff that they're all listed on here.
Okay.
But yeah,
No
the
one cares about Call
international.
of Duty.
It's called the Dota Championship. Was called the International. It's going to be 5 days long, and a lot of the game. I believe. I think there are half as many games tomorrow. Yeah. I think the teams that are on the way bottom. Oh no, they're in the loser bracket. Never mind.
Do you know what time it starts tomorrow?
The start time is 10 in GMT. So let's find that out. Time zone computer. It would be about 3 a.m. here.
Oh, awesome.
10
So
a-
I'm staying
10
up
10
real
a-
late tonight.
10 a.m. Germany.
10 a.m. in Germany, okay. That's not where it's hosted, is it?
Gamescom's in Germany and Cologne.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yep. Yeah, they've Gamescom is pretty much the E3 of Europe.
Yeah.
We've been seeing lots of things. Let's keep on with Gamescom related things that have been happening. There's a lot of really awesome stuff coming out of Gamescom. Yesterday we saw
The Battlefield?
Yeah, yesterday we saw a brand new video of Battlefield 3.
And it was crazy.
Needless
It
to
was
say,
insane.
I was completely on the fence of not getting either of the games.
Yeah.
And now I will not be in any way buying Call of Duty and seeing what I saw out of Battlefield.
Yeah, Battlefield looked amazing. It was the, 64-player battle, right?
Yep, it was a 64-player
Yeah.
battle. The game is designed with the computer in mind.
And it's insane.
But they were
there are
showing
vehicles
off
everywhere.
Yeah, they were showing off with controller play, and it was just outrageous too. I mean, even on the consoles, it was the game is incredibly beautiful.
It was amazing.
What, there was like the video showed like 8 planes, like 8 tanks.
Oh, there was
and, like,
it was a
5
huge dogfight over
helicopters
the
and-
entire battle, and it
Yeah.
looked amazing.
Yeah.
Like I have never seen so many different forms of battle come into a single fight, and it was the
and have
coolest thing I've seen in a
everything
while.
being equally important.
Yeah, it
Where
was
the
awesome.
planes actually, if the planes weren't being checked, they were blowing guys up on the ground
Mm-hmm.
and blowing up tanks. And the one guy with the tank took a shot at one of the planes. Like,
I want to see variety in the planes because I think that'd be what sold that game for me. If like you could be like, oh, they have no enemy
and the planes are
so I can pick up a
extremely difficult to
Warthog.
control. That's
bet
what sell
they
it with
are.
me. That's what would sell it with me.
That the planes are just insane.
You have to use, like, if you were playing with a controller, you have to use every single button. That's what I want to see.
So you're saying is MS Flight Sims getting worked into this game?
I would like to see that. The people who suck at video games are the ones running around with guns. The people who don't suck are the ones in the tanks and the planes. You'll see who's good right off the bat.
That's, I guess, one thing for it, unless there's just people who are so good on the ground they're blowing up all the vehicles. Because from what I understand,
then you have
at least
those really
in
good guys.
Battlefield Bad Company, most people on foot had a chance to take down most vehicles.
Yeah, and that's
So,
legitimate.
Yeah, it was
makes it fair.
balanced out.
It's fair. The major competitor to
Yeah, the converse to this.
the major competitor of Battlefield 3 is Modern Warfare 3. Both these games will make billions of fun dollars.
Modern Warfare got no attention, though.
At
No
Gamescom,
attention.
they had pictures of gigantic lines outside Battlefield 3, and no one standing in line for Call of Duty.
I think there were 3.
I think some were saying that it's not exactly the demographic going to those.
Yeah.
Talk louder to your microphone.
For Modern Warfare 3, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that better?
Yeah, it's a lot
Okay.
better. Yeah, I could see that, but Gamescom is pretty huge.
Yeah.
Well, that's true, but I completely agree with that, I would say, though. Because look at the gamers who are going to these conventions. They're substantially more hardcore, and I don't know nearly as many hardcore Call of Duty players as I do in Battlefield. In Battlefield, people, it tends to be the game that they're passionate about. In Modern Warfare, it tends to just be a game. It's a game in the sense that I always tie it to this, but like most sports games are. Like, people just kind of have this game and they play it from time to time, rather than priding themselves like a quote-unquote gamer and all of the things that come with it. So
Yeah, I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you're as the company, you're also grabbing in lots of players who wouldn't normally be playing. And that's
But the problem is
definitely
then you end up kind of losing the PR war, because you're not going to have like your adoring fans backing you publicly like like we just saw with Battlefield.
Well, it's very good to see that Modern Warfare is actually having a competitor. Call of Duty, the franchise, has never had a competitor.
Oh, absolutely not. But
Besides,
I mean,
obviously, when it was Call of Duty 1, 2, and 3 with World War II. Yeah, it's very cool to see that, because then, the games are actually going to make themselves better. And that's the only reason, the absolute only reason I think Call of Duty did this today and told us they'll have dedicated servers on the computer.
yes, because it was actually looking like they weren't
they're
going
losing a lot of PR, especially with everyone talking about it. Call of Duty, no matter what, is going to make $1 billion.
Honestly, I would not be terribly shocked by a flop, actually.
Yeah.
You're actually
just
thinking
the-
they're not going to, because Black Ops made over
I know
$1
it made a
billion.
ton, but I didn't hear anybody who, when Black Ops was coming out, going, I'm not really interested in Call of Duty anymore. Everyone was really excited for Black Ops. The sheer number of people I have talked to who have said, I'm not even going to buy Modern Warfare 3 because they've seen Battlefield, is astronomically high compared to anyone I've seen who's excited about Modern Warfare 3. I can't actually think of one person I've met who is really excited about Modern Warfare 3. I just don't hear about the game. It just seems like no one's paying attention to it anymore.
Well, if you're out there listening to us and you absolutely disagree with us, you know where our Facebook wall is.
Yep.
90 terabytes of alternative gaming. We'd love for you to weigh in about this.
You
Yeah.
can also call us during our little
During
musical
our
break,
when we get there.
our interlude.
Yeah, they showed off lots of really cool things also at Gamescom. My favorite and the obvious most biggest is Counter-Strike.
Yes,
The
new
brand
Counter-Strike.
new
yeah.
Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike
What is it
Source came out,
called?
2001?
Oh god, a long time ago. And ever since then, there've been like essentially sequels coming out, but none of them were like official ones. Like there was CS Pro Mod and all sorts of crazy stuff where people were like, "We want Counter-Strike to look better again." But this is the first time that it's been like an official Valve release, and
What
it's
are they
called
calling it? Like Global
Offensive. Yep.
Global Offensive.
Counter-Strike Global Offensive, CSGO. And basically, I think to this point, though, all we have is an announcement. I'm pretty sure all we have is Counter-Strike is officially going to be getting a
Tweets
sequel.
about it too. I heard
What was it?
Yeah,
some developers tweeting about it.
Oh, I didn't actually catch any of those. Did you see
yeah,
those?
I'm looking for them.
Okay. If you hunt those down, those would be...
The Counter-Strike Source came out 12 years ago.
Jesus.
Dang.
12 years ago? Are you... No. Counter-Strike was made 12 years ago.
It says Counter-Strike Source came out.
Counter-Strike
12
was in
years ago.
1999. I can literally guarantee you the Source engine was not out in 1999.
It might be a
Half-Life 2
typo
made the
or
Source
something.
engine. Half-Life
Oh, I
2
can-
was not
oh,
out
I can
in
just Google
1999. Yeah.
That would just work. But yeah, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, I believe is what it's called, correct?
Yes, do
They
we know
have
what...
not really shown us anything about it.
Do we know even what engine they're using? They said that they're going to be playable at PX Prime, though. Which is kind of
Counter-Strike-
cool.
Counter-Strike came out in 2003.
Counter-Strike?
Yep. The mod came out in 1999.
Okay.
The mod came out in 1999. It was released in 2000 for retail. The most recent version was 2003, and the Xbox version came out in 2004.
When was Source then? Like 2006? 5? 6?
Source?
Yeah.
Counter-Strike came out in 1999.
I know, I'm saying when
And
was Source,
Source
though?
was 03,
It was not 03, was it?
04, whatever.
Doesn't say in here. Isn't that nice? Really,
Huh.
you're not going to tell me.
Well, it's
Yeah.
Wikipedia. It's very segregated, which is odd sometimes.
Source came out in 2004.
2004?
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
That sounds like a regular-ish date. I'm not going to argue against that
Global
one.
Offensive will be made by Valve Software and Hidden Path Entertainment. It is co-developed. Hidden Path, a co-developed Counter-Strike Source. It is the fourth game in the Counter-Strike franchise, excluding the two that were on handhelds and etc.
There's
It's
a
targeted.
handheld Counter-Strike?
Yeah, there's Neo and Online.
Oh, I never even knew that.
No, I don't think they were very good.
Yeah, I was about to say that. What does that say about it?
Global Offensive is targeted for an early 2012 release.